In this presentation, we are going to discuss solve problem 2 on RH criteria. So let's get started. The feedback system shown below oscillates at 2 radian per second when option A, k equal to 2 and A equal to 0.75, option B, k equal to 3 and A equal to 0.75, option C, k equal to 4 and A equal to 0.5, and option D, k equal to 2 and A equal to 0.5. In this problem, we are given a unity feedback system in which the open loop transfer function is k multiplied with s plus 1 over s cube plus as squared plus 2s plus 1. And we are given that this system oscillates at 2 radian per second. And using this condition, we need to find out the values of A and K. We are given 4 different choices and we need to choose one out of them. This problem was asked in GATE ECEEIN in 2012 given by IIT Delhi. So I want you all to pause this video and try to analyze this problem. And if you are able to do it, solve this problem and post your answers in the comment section. I hope you are done. So moving on to the solution. In this problem, we are given a unity feedback system whose open loop transfer function is k multiplied with s plus 1 over s cube plus as squared plus 2s plus 1. And we are also given that this system oscillates at 2 radian per second. That is, this is an oscillatory system, or we can say it is a marginally stable system. And using this condition, we need to find out the values of A and K. So we can do that by using the RH criteria. And for that sake, firstly we have to find out the characteristic equation of this system. So the characteristic equation of the above system will be 1 plus gs equal to 0. We know that if the open loop transfer function gs is given to us, the characteristic equation is 1 plus gs hs equal to 0. In this case, this is a unity feedback system, so the value of h of s is equal to 1. That's why the characteristic equation will be 1 plus gs equal to 0. Now, if we put the value of gs from this block, we will have f of s, which is the characteristic equation, equal to 1 plus k multiplied with s plus 1 over s cube plus as squared plus 2s plus 1 equal to 0. Now, if we take the LCM, we will have s cube plus as squared plus 2s plus 1 plus k multiplied with s plus 1 equal to 0. Multiplying k with these two terms, we will have s cube plus as squared plus 2s plus 1 plus k multiplied with s plus k equal to 0. Now we can take s common from these two terms. And if we do so, we will have the characteristic equation as s cube plus as squared plus 2 plus k multiplied with s plus 1 plus k equal to 0. We can see we are having two factors of s here, so we have taken s common, so we are having 2 plus k multiplied with s, and the constant term here is 1 plus k. So this is the characteristic equation of this unity feedback system, and now we need to find out the values of A and K such that this system oscillates at a frequency of 2 radians per second. So let us now move on to draw the Raoult array for this characteristic equation. Moving on to form the Raoult's array for the characteristic equation f of s equal to s cube plus as squared plus 2 plus k multiplied with s plus 1 plus k equal to 0. So let us form the Raoult's array. We will have the highest power of s and the subsequent power of s, and the coefficients of this characteristic equation are 1, a, 2 plus k and 1 plus k. 1 plus k combinedly we can call this term as the constant term. So we can fill these two rows as 1, a, 2 plus k and 1 plus k. I hope you got this. So let us now move on to form the third row, which is the row of s power 1. So the first term will be a multiplied with 2 plus k minus 1 multiplied with 1 plus k over a. So we will have this term, and the second term of the third row will be equal to 0. Because we are not having any coefficients here in these two rows, so it will be a multiplied with 0 minus 1 multiplied with 0 over a. So it will be equal to 0. Now moving on to the last row, which is the row of s power 0, and this term of last row is the constant term of characteristic equation, which is 1 plus k. So we can directly write 1 plus k here. So in this way, we are done with the formation of Raoult's array for this characteristic equation. And we can now move on to find out the values of A and K. But how we can do it? Yes, there is a condition given in the problem that this system oscillates at a frequency of 2 radians per second. It means that this system is a marginally stable system. And we know that for a marginally stable system, there is a row of zeros in the Raoult's array. So which row will be the row of zeros here in this Raoult's array? We can see here in the row s power 2, there is a variable a, and the second term is also a variable 1 plus k. In this row s power 1, we are having this term and this is also a variable, and in this row k is a variable. So all these three rows can be a row of zeros. S power 2 row can be a row of zeros if the value of a is equal to 0 and the value of k is equal to minus 1. S power 0 row can also be a row of zeros if the value of k is equal to minus 1. And S power 1 row can also be a row of zeros if this term is equal to 0. So out of these three rows, which row should be the row of zeros? Tell me. Is this row should be a row of zeros? Or this row should be a row of zeros? No. S power 2 row or S power 0 row cannot be a row of zeros. Only S power 1 row can be a row of zeros in this case. Why? Because we have discussed in the special case 2 of RH criteria that the concept of row of zeros is only valid for odd powers of S. It is not valid for even powers of S. So if the row of odd power of S is a row of 0, then we can say that the system can be marginally stable or unstable. But if any row of even power is a row of zeros, then the system will not be marginally stable or unstable. That system will be a stable system. Because the concept of row of zeros is only valid for odd powers of S. I hope you got this. So in this case, only S power 1 row can be a row of zeros. And this row will be a row of zeros if this term becomes 0. So we will have a multiplied with 2 plus k minus of 1 plus k over a equal to 0. We are taking this term as 0 because this will be a row of zeros because we are given in the problem that this system is a marginally stable system and oscillates at a frequency of 2 radian per second. So by default, this row will be a row of zeros and we can take this term as equal to 0. Now, if we take this term to the right hand side, we will have a equal to 1 plus k over 2 plus k. So from this, we have a relation between a and k. But we need to find out the numerical values of a and k. So how we will do it? Yes, we need to form one more equation on a and k so that we can solve these two equations and find out the values of a and k. And we will use the frequency of oscillations given in the problem, which is equal to 2 radians per second. It is given that the system oscillates at a frequency of 2 radians per second. Moreover, from the previous lecture, we know that frequency of oscillations represent the magnitude of imaginary roots of auxiliary equation. So if the frequency of oscillation is given to us, we can determine the roots of auxiliary equation. It will be S equal to plus minus 2j. Right? In the previous lecture, firstly we determined the roots of auxiliary equation, and from the magnitude of roots, we determined the frequency of oscillations, right? Yes, in this lecture we are doing just opposite. We are given the frequency of oscillations and we are determining the roots of auxiliary equation by considering this magnitude. I hope you got this. These are the roots of auxiliary equation. Now what will be the auxiliary equation? Yes, if this is the row of zeros, we can find out the auxiliary equation by using these two coefficients, the coefficients of row which is just above the row of zeros. So the auxiliary equation in this case will be a multiplied with s squared plus 1 plus k equal to 0. So it is as squared plus 1 plus k equal to 0. Now we know that s is equal to plus minus 2j, and if we square on both the sides, we will have s square equal to minus 4, because the square of plus or minus 2 will be equal to 4 and the square of j will be equal to minus 1. That's why s squared is equal to minus 4. Now we can put this value of s squared in this equation. So we will have minus 4a plus 1 plus k equal to 0. And from this we will have the value of a equal to 1 plus k over 4. So from the auxiliary equation, we have got one more relation between a and k. Now we can see both these relations are same. Both the values are values of a. So if the left hand sides are same, we can equate the right hand sides. So if we equate the right hand sides, we will have 1 plus k over 2 plus k equal to 1 plus k over 4. We can see 1 plus k in the numerator in the left hand side can be cancelled with 1 plus k in the numerator in the right hand side. So we will have the value of k equal to 2. Now, if we put this value of k equal to 2 in this equation, we will have the value of a equal to 1 plus 2 over 4, which is equal to 3 over 4, which is equal to 0.75. So in this way, we have calculated both the values of a and k. The value of k is equal to 2 and the value of a is equal to 0.75. I hope you got this. In this problem, we were given that a unity feedback system oscillates at a frequency of 2 radian per second. And based on this fact, we were asked the values of a and k. So if the frequency of oscillations is given to us, we can conclude that the system is marginally stable. So firstly, we formed the characteristic equation of the system and then we form the Raoult's array. After that, we know that the system is marginally stable if and only if there is a row of zeros. And we know the row of 0 only exists at odd powers of s. So we made this row as a row of zeros by considering this term equal to 0. From this equation, we got a relation between a and k, and then we derived one more relation by using the frequency of oscillations, which was a equal to 1 plus k over 4. After this, we equated both these equations to get the value of k equal to 2, and then after that, we put the value of k in this equation in order to get the value of a equal to 0.75. So this was a conceptual but easy problem. I hope you got this. Now I'll recommend you all to go through this problem one more time, and then after that, I will give you one homework problem. Try this problem on your own, and if you are able to do it, post your answers in the comment section. Thank you for watching this lecture. I'll end this one here and see you in the next lecture.